speak to you about Jewish climate activism. Since I was 9 years old, I've been going to climate change protests. I've marched to the Boston State House and held up homemade signs with messages saying things such as, "Climate change is real." During the pandemic, I attended Mass Audubon's climate change meetings online. Climate change is a change in the Earth's climate. According to the chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, with the IPCC, climate change is a grave and mounting threat to our well-being and a healthy planet. Our actions today will shape how people adapt and nature responds to increasing climate change risks. The report emphasizes the urgency of immediate and more ambitious action to address climate risks. Half measures are no longer an option. The IPCC also says to avoid mounting loss of life, biodiversity, and infrastructure, ambitious accelerated action is required to adapt to climate change. As Jews, we have the duty of tikkun olam, which means repairing the world. Jews are to be stewards and to heal the planet. If you consider climate change in relation to the book of Exodus, according to Rabbi Washau, today the pharaohs are giant corporations, big coal, big oil, and big natural gas. This means that we have the responsibility to rise up against these pharaohs, like our ancestors did, lower carbon emissions, and find climate solutions. The Torah commands us to act justly. Tzedakah means justice, and today, our world's challenge is climate justice. Countries, including the United States, are experiencing climate emergencies, such as more powerful and frequent hurricanes, floods, heat waves, and wildfires. People are experiencing hunger, lack of safe, clean drinking water, and have been forced to leave their homes. I know you have read the news. I know you have seen the statistics. And I know that you may think that climate change is a big, scary problem. But climate activism is about hope. People are the cause of climate change, and therefore people are the solution. Each of us, by living sustainably, can heal the planet. As Jews, we have a responsibility to be leaders in the climate movement. Climate action is required now. Jamie Margolin, who is Jewish, is the founder of Zero Hour, an organization devoted to empowering youth to take climate action. There were also Jewish climate NGOs. The Jewish Climate Action MA strives to empower, inspire, and mobilize the Jewish community to participate in climate activism. Dianu, a Jewish call to climate action, mobilizes Jewish political action and presses its elected officials to climate action. Dianu is also calling on investors to stop funding fossil fuel extraction, assembling Jewish support for climate policies, and working on initiatives to help at-risk communities. As young people, there are things we can do in order to take climate action. We can attend climate change marches, join or support an NGO, plant trees, or support an organization that does. We can also attempt to make changes in our everyday lives. A change you can make is to buy less things. But we can also walk, bicycle, try to be vegetarian, or try to eat less meat. For instance, for Hanukkah, the way I like to try to buy less things is to give tzedakah, charity, to organizations that plant trees, or help biodiversity by donating to an organization such as the World Wildlife Fund, Elephants Without Borders, or the Borneo Orangutan Survival Foundation. In conclusion, Ani Ma'amina, I believe that now is the time for climate action, and as Jews, we have the responsibility to lead the climate movement. Thank you.